This is a side plank tutorial. I've showed before side plank with the legs on the Bosu and an elevated side plank. And I did show a side plank modification, but I haven't talked about how to get into a good side plank. So I know a lot of people complain with plank on the forearm about pain in the elbow. How can you avoid that? Well, the weight should be evenly distributed between your elbow and your hand. That's the first little tip I have. Second little tip I have is if you're working on a hard floor or a hard surface and you're on a mat or you have a pillow around, put that under your elbow. That's not going to take away from the exercise, and it certainly isn't cheating. What you want to do is avoid pressing into that elbow bone. Some people have one that's a little bit more pronounced than others, and that could be why you're experiencing discomfort. So to get into a side plank, and I'll show both the modification and the full plank, we're going to go on the forearm. Again, like I said, you want your weight evenly distributed between your elbow and your hand so that you're not all the way on the elbow. Starting in side plank, how to get up into it properly. Obviously, you're in a full side lateral position. You want to be right onto that greater trochanter bone, which you will feel momentarily until we rise. I always start with the knees bent and the feet flexed. This is going to give you that correct propelled motion both towards the feet and towards the top of the head. You don't want to start fully up and then just press up into your elbow. That's likely why you're experiencing elbow pain and like all your weight is on the elbow. You need to distribute the weight evenly from the center of your body outward. Okay, so we're going to start here. You can have your extra hand on the ground to start. With your feet flexed, you're going to push into your feet to stretch the legs at the same time as your energy is going out of the top of the head. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, lift and low and extend. Now, the shoulder should be directly over the elbow. You should be able to see your toes when you look down at your feet. You can start by having your extra hand pressed into the floor, and then once you feel stable, you can take your arm wherever you want it to be. And then you lower down. And I always lower down by bending my knees to take the weight away from my elbow. That's going to give you a perfect side plank position. Now, if you're not strong enough or feel like you're not strong enough to go there, you can go up onto your knees. All right, so we'll start in the same position, but without the feet here. I'm going to tuck my feet back with my heels towards my butt. What you will do is the same thing. You can have your hand on the floor if you'd like. You're going to go up onto your knee. Energy going both towards the leg and towards the head, holding it here. And my legs are a little forward. Again, here. For the side plank on the knees, you want to be in a perfectly straight position and then rise up. And you can see how my obliques are grabbing, how I'm fully aligned here. My navel to spine is pulled in tight. Energy out of the top of my head and out of my legs. And you can do all of your dipping and all of that from there. Now the next version of the side plank would be on the hand. Now I'm having tendonitis in that wrist, so I'm going to switch to my other side. Again, if you need the extra cushion, that's not cheating, that's just pain management, which is an important part of fitness. So on your hand, same starting position with the feet flexed, knees bent. You're going to extend outward towards the head and outward towards the feet. We're going to take that body up, exhale. Make sure your weight is, again, evenly distributed between your toes and heels. And there you are in your side plank. And then you can do your dips there. As long as you're extended out of the neck and shoulder. What you don't want to do is be into your shoulder like this. And then rest down. So again, you want equal weight between the heel and toe, equal weight between the elbow and hand, extending out of the top of the head and out of the bottom of your feet as if you were pressing against a wall. Now that's another simplification of the exercise. If you're experiencing difficulty with that energy extension, place your feet flat against a wall and sort of use that as a help for stabilization. So it would look like this. With your feet pressed flat against the wall. I don't know if you can see that. Angle myself slightly. There.
That's going to help to stabilize you a little bit more, and so you have something to press into that will help with that weight distribution so you're not all into your elbow. Rest.
Once you have a perfect side plank, you have many, many options as to what to do from there. Going into the elevated, feet on the Bosu, lots of different leg movements. There's also some arm exercises that you can do in plank as well. So hopefully that helped you out. Thanks.